Back inside the Cardinal Playbook with head softball coach Dustin Combs joining us now. The Cardinals off to a little bit of a slow start, but a split of the doubleheader with Southern Indiana on Monday, a game postponed from Sunday, and a loss of the doubleheader on Saturday against Bellarmine. Tough start. It's not panic time yet, is it?
No, I don't think it's panic time yet, Rick. And with a 36-game conference schedule, you can't get too caught up in how you start. It certainly isn't where we want to be, and we have put ourselves in a little bit of a hole. But this time last year, we were sitting pretty close to where we are right now, and turned things around. So that's the hope. That our girls realize we're not our season can still be salvaged, and if we turn some things around and start doing a better job on the offensive side of the plate, we have a chance to turn it around.
And this is a team that largely consists of the same group that won 32 games last year, the best in school history. You would think that they would have that kind of experience to call on.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too with myself and Coach Bauer's approach to it is we know they can hit. They've proven it at the college level. They've proved it in this conference, and so it's not a case of we don't know what we're working with. We do know what we're working with, and they just have to get some things fixed. And we're hoping today and tomorrow having an opportunity to actually the first 2 days in a row outside I can remember in a long time that we could practice. So
welcome to the weather in Missouri.
Yeah, so to actually have 2 days outside in a row, it gives you an opportunity after playing and then playing again on Thursday, and it's supposed to be a beautiful day. That's where we hope we can catch some momentum and get some routine started in our day, and spring break's a good time for us to turn it around.
Let's break it down a little bit. Is it the offense right now that's giving you the most problems, and the lack of offense, I guess? Well,
our pitching at times has been really good, and a few games that we felt like we should have won that were high scoring. We're pitching, they gave us a chance, but we probably allowed more runs than we need to be allowing. But as far as a day in, day out noticeable lack of production, it's the offensive side of the plate. We've been getting great defense played behind our pitchers. Our pitchers have, like I said, given us a shot to win most games, even in games that we've lost. And then, having 2 hits on Saturday and then only 8 hits yesterday, but finding a way to maximize in those opportunities. We scored all but 1 run yesterday on home runs, and so that's not the type of you can't live and die by the home run, and right now we kind of are.
One of the young players, a new player to your lineup, Kelsey Morgan, has contributed right away, and she had a grand slam home run yesterday against Southern Indiana. Can you talk about her a little bit, where she's from, what she's done,
Sure.
and what you expect her to do?
Well, we expect a lot out of Kelsey. We've put her in a situation right here in her freshman year in the middle of the lineup and at third base, a position that she had not really played. She was a middle infielder from Topeka, Kansas. We feel very fortunate that we have her in our program. It's definitely a player that you look at that can really change a game, and being a freshman in her first bases loaded at bat in the conference, she comes up and hits a grand slam and gets us off to a great start in the first game yesterday. What she does offensively is probably equally as matched with her defensive efforts at third base. Just played tremendous at third base. Took a lot of hit. Not that she didn't just make the routine plays, but made some really tough plays on some slappers and balls to her left and balls that were hit really hard at her. And she's given us really more than we could ask for from a freshman. But she's gonna have a great career for us, and this is just the start of what we feel is going to be something really special.
Yeah, talking about defensively, in the second game against Southern Indiana, she had 9 assists in the 21 outs, 9 of them, and was pretty impressive in that game alone.
Yeah, and again, those 9, I can think of maybe 2 or 3 that were routine. Everything else was a tough play, either on a slow roller or a ball to her left that she cut off in the hole and threw on the run, and backhand down the line, and she just every ball hit to her. And it seemed like a lot of those were to end the inning, And the ball was hit that way, and you get in a routine of just standing up knowing the play's going to be made, and we did that a few times with her. And, she just the pressure hasn't got to her. We've had her anywhere between 5 and 7 in the lineup, and really she's probably, really settled in nicely in that 5 spot.
I want to talk a little bit about the young lady that plays next to her defensively. Eileen Greenwood is a senior. Because you have such a potent lineup, she doesn't often get a chance to hit, but boy, she seems to be rock solid over there at short.
Yeah, and that's what, Eileen's done for us for 4 years. She really has battled a labrum surgery. Now she's battling some potential rotator cuff problems. Part of the reason Eileen doesn't hit is because of her injury, and what we've tried to do is just get as maximum effort from her when we need to use her, and we have. She makes every play, and again, she makes the routine plays, but she makes the plays that a lot of look like hits up the middle, or she positions herself so well, and that's one thing that she has is great instinct. Based on the pitch calling, there was a ball hit yesterday. I thought, what was she doing there? But she had positioned herself. We can just, we let her her instincts take over, and she made some plays and some very good ones.
Another young player defensively, Erin Kramer, moves into your lineup defensively behind the plate, and I think you've said before she hasn't missed an inning, maybe one inning,
right,
throughout the first part of this year.
Yeah.
A sophomore, she's
yeah,
commanding things. She calls her own pitches.
Yeah.
What else do we need to know about her?
Well, yeah, like you said, she's given us such a boost behind the plate. She understands the game really well. She understands our pitching staff very well. She does a great job of pitch calling. And she's taken some balls, foul balls off the bat that have gotten her right in the chest, or off the mask and off the fingers and thighs. And you wouldn't look at her and think tough girl, but she is.
Right.
And she's just done an outstanding job of doing everything we need from her behind the plate. She's come up in situations offensively and got some big hits for us. And she really has controlled the running game. She's got a strong arm from behind the plate. Her body allows her to throw in awkward positions that sometimes you think she doesn't have a throw, and she does. Right. She's very versatile, and we've really it's been a big pickup for us to have Erin come in this way and give us a spark.
I think it was against St. Joseph. They stole a base on her early, and then she threw out the next 2 runners. They didn't try anymore after that, so that was kind of neat. Yeah,
and it was actually a pitch out. The one they did steal on, it was a pitch out, and she just didn't handle the pitch out very well. And we feel like she can control a running game, and that's something you have to have. Again, if we're going to rely on our defense to make plays off the bat, we also have to rely on someone like Erin's arm to control extra bases.
You have relied on really 2 young ladies in the circle, Rachel Hayden and Faith Song. Let's talk about Rachel a little bit. She had such a strong outing against Southern Indiana. She gave up a couple of hits early, a run early, but then she ended the game retiring 14 in a row. She's a senior. She's an All-American, the first softball All-American we've had. Mm-hmm. What does she mean to this club?
Well, it's nice having Rachel Hayden in the program. She has, for 4 years given us a lot in the circle. Has been either a leadoff or a 3-hole for us in every single game that she's played for us at William Jewell. She, for what she does offensively, what she's really done for us in the circle has been tremendous. She again, is not a strikeout pitcher. She can strike out hitters, but she just keeps them off balance. And as you said, threw at least 9 ground balls to the third baseman and a few to the second baseman, a couple pop outs. So she keeps hitters off balance. She makes them look silly on some swings, that pitches that are way out of the zone or way off the plate, and she also wants the ball, and she has again a player that's battled a little bit of injury through her career, particular in her arm, and we've managed it well, and she's to her senior year and feels as good as she's ever felt and looks as good as she's ever looked.
That's head softball coach Dustin Combs inside the Cardinal Playbook. And yes, next is assistant softball coach Jeff Bauer when we return inside the Cardinal Playbook.